Sam.
Here.
But there was a dark shadow looming nearby. They're real.
I have a plan. Randro, the trans house.
The movie begins with a young boy named Sam, whose parents have tragically passed away. Heartbroken and lonely, Sam moves into his grandmother's house, hoping to find some comfort, but the pain of losing his parents still haunts him deeply. His grandmother, a warm and loving woman, tries everything to make him happy. She takes care of him tenderly, but despite all her efforts, Sam just can't seem to adjust to his new life. One day, seeing how sad he is, his grandmother gently says, "Alright Sam, I'll get you a pet, a little friend to play with. You can talk to him, share your feelings, and you'll never feel alone again." A few days later, she surprises him with a tiny mouse as a gift. Sam's face lights up with joy. He spends most of his time playing with it, laughing and talking as if it understands every word. He often tells his grandmother, "Grandma, mice are so fun. They're always running around, making little tunnels and playing in their cozy nests." Life slowly starts feeling better for Sam, until one day, while he's playing in his room with his mouse, something strange happens. From outside the window, a witch is watching him. Her gaze is cold and unsettling, filled with something dark and mysterious. At that very moment, Sam's grandmother suddenly begins to feel sick, weak and unwell. But just as quickly as it came, the sickness fades away, leaving everyone puzzled. Sam's grandmother then gently says to him, "Come on, my dear, let's take a walk outside." Together, they head to a Rosie's store to do some shopping. For a little while, Sam wanders a bit away from her, and that's when a lady approaches him. This woman is actually the witch who had been watching their house earlier. She offers Sam some chocolate, smiling sweetly, but there's something eerie in her gaze. She calls out to him, "Come here, dear child," subtly trying to take control of him, hypnotizing him with her words. Nearby, a strange snake slithers, adding to the terrifying scene. Just as the witch begins her sinister attempt, Sam's grandmother notices and calls out his name. Sam, hearing her voice, runs toward her, and the witch quickly flees the scene, disappearing into the crowd. Once they return home, Sam excitedly tells his grandmother, "Grandma, that woman at the store was so weird. She kept giving me all these delicious chocolates and telling me to listen to her, and she even had a snake with her." His grandmother nods gravely and explains, "My son, that was a witch. This is exactly why we warn you not to accept anything from strangers. Sometimes people put dangerous things in what they give you, and if she was a witch, offering you chocolates, she was surely trying to trap you." Let me tell you a story from my own childhood. When I was about 10, I had a friend and we were going somewhere together. Suddenly, while walking, my friend disappeared. When I looked around, I saw a strange woman giving her chocolate. A witch, in fact, or rather, you could say the head of a witch's. I quickly took my friend away from there, and the next day, while I was getting my pony from my mother, I witnessed something shocking. My friend turned into a chicken right before my eyes. It seemed that the witch had cast some magic on her, or maybe something in the chocolate she ate caused it. Ever since that terrifying incident, I've stayed far away from witches, and you must too. Never accept anything from them, and always keep your distance. If anyone like that approaches, immediately tell me," she warned. Sam's grandmother then says to him, "My dear, we need to leave this place as soon as possible. Our house has now caught the attention of witches, and they often target poor families first." Not far from their house was a 5-star hotel, where the grandmother had a trusted friend who was the head of security. She also had a good relationship with the hotel manager. After speaking with them, she arranged a small room for herself and Sam. The manager, being a kind and trustworthy man, helped them settle in. Soon, Sam and his grandmother move into the hotel, leaving the danger of the witches behind, at least for now. Something strange happens next. Almost immediately, a large number of witches arrive at the hotel. They've come for a meeting, and of course, to enjoy a lavish dinner. All the witches are extremely fashionable, and upon arriving, they meet with the hotel manager. They say, "You know who we are. Please give us a hall for our meeting." Their sinister plan becomes clear. They intend to kidnap all the children or give them chocolates laced with their magical potion. The moment the children eat it, they will turn into animals. According to the witches, these children are naughty and undeserving of being in this world, so there's no time to pick and choose. All children will be their targets. That night, while rain pours outside, Sam is talking to his grandmother. He asks her, "Grandma, what do witches look like?" She replies gravely, "My son, their fingers are very long and their nails are filthy. That's why they wear gloves. Their hair is terrible too, which is why they wear wigs, and they always wear big fancy hats." Hearing this, Sam shivers with fear, and the storm outside only makes everything feel more dark and menacing. The next morning, poor Sam was feeling bored and restless, so he took his pet mouse and wandered into a hall to play. But to his horror, the entire group of witches who had come for the meeting suddenly appeared. Seeing them, Sam froze in fear and quickly hid. One of the bigger witches caught a scent, but no matter where she looked, she couldn't find it. So, she began the meeting. All the witches sat down in their chairs, and at the front stood the biggest witch, holding up a potion. She announced, "This is a magical potion. If you drop even a single drop into a chocolate or candy, it will take effect. It can turn children into animals." As she continued explaining, her nose suddenly caught Sam's scent again. Her face twisted and looked both disgusting and comical as she sniffed around. In anger, the biggest witch picked up the stage, ready to throw it, but there was no one beneath it. However, right behind her, a ventilation window revealed Sam hiding. She lunged toward him just as a fat-looking boy, a child of one of the guests of the hotel, entered the hall. All the witches immediately turned their attention to him. Since the child loved to eat, they decided he would make the perfect test subject. They gave him the chocolate laced with the magical potion. As soon as he ate it, the child transformed into a tiny mouse, leaving the witches satisfied with their evil magic. And when the witches see that little mouse, they themselves get frightened and are about to crush it under their heels. When suddenly Sam comes out through the ventilation window and takes that mouse with him. But Sam made a mistake by doing that, because all the witches spot him and catch him. Then they drip that potion into his ear, and Sam too is turned into a mouse. Now Sam, who is a mouse, and that healthy kid turned mouse immediately run away, and Sam's pet mouse is with them. We then learn that the pet was actually a little girl, and the witch had turned her into a mouse too by feeding her chocolate. The three of them become very good friends, and they vow, "We will take revenge on those witches." So they immediately run to Sam's grandmother and tell her that the witches turned them into mice. His grandmother cries, "They turned my children into mice. I will certainly get revenge on those witches." Sam then tells his grandmother something interesting. The witch's room has a balcony that faces their balcony. An idea comes to his grandmother and she says, "I'm going to knit a little sock. You'll get inside it and I'll lower you down. Steal that potion from them and bring it up and I will cure you all." And that's exactly what she does. Sam's grandmother places her grandson Sam inside the little sock and begins lowering it down. Sam is terrified, but the witch isn't there at the moment. Sam grabs the potion and returns safely into the sock. As his grandmother starts pulling the sock back up, the witch suddenly sees her and snatches it with force. Sam's grandmother quickly says, "Let go! I was knitting this and it accidentally fell. I'm just pulling it back up." The witch angrily demands, "How dare you?" and moves to check the sock. If she had discovered Sam inside it, she would have killed him on the spot. Just then, the hotel manager arrives, and the witch is forced to release the sack. Back upstairs, the grandmother now has the potion safely. She pours it onto a plate and starts tipping it to each mouse one by one. But to everyone's shock, it has no effect. The potion was designed to turn humans into animals, not animals back into humans, so it doesn't work on Sam or the other mice. Sam says, "Grandma, if we can't be fixed, why don't we put this potion into the witch's soup, the one they're going to drink today? You can get to it anyway." His grandmother's eyes light up. "Wow, kids, what an idea." She packs the three mice and the potion into her bag and goes where the witch's soup is being prepared, and she drops the potion into it. While she's doing this, the hotel manager spots her and says, "Those mice shouldn't be in the kitchen. If they're yours, you can't bring them in here. This is a nasty thing to do." The grandmother replies, "They're not my mice. Check everything." She has hidden the mice in a corner of her bag, and when the manager inspects the room and finds no mice, he is embarrassed. The grandmother scolds him, "I'll sue you. How could you search someone's room like that? Wait and see. The police will shut your hotel down." Terrified, the manager apologizes. "I'm sorry, it was my mistake. Please have dinner on me. I'm truly sorry." With that, the grandmother succeeds in her plan, and in an unexpected turn, the witches end up eating the soup themselves. And then it was time for the witches' dinner. The soup had been prepared exclusively for the witches themselves, which made what happened next even more satisfying. As soon as the witches drank the soup, all of them instantly transformed into mice. Seeing this, Sam's grandmother couldn't contain her joy, and everyone watching, including the hotel staff, was thrilled. In excitement, they even started chasing and trying to catch the mice. But there was one problem. The biggest witch hadn't tasted the soup yet, so she didn't transform into a mouse. Thinking quickly, the three mice set a clever trap, slipping it onto her finger. She screamed in shock and they force-fed her the potion, turning her into a mouse as well. She was slightly bigger than the other mice, so they placed her in a glass cup for safety. Then, Sam's grandmother brought a cat close to the witch mouse, leaving everyone on edge. Would the cat attack or eat the witch? The tension was thrilling as the witches finally got a taste of their own medicine. Sam's grandmother was overjoyed. She carefully placed the three mice into her bag and left the hotel, completely free from the fear of witches. Now, they could safely stay anywhere, even at home. Meanwhile, we see the mother of that fat kid growing frantic, desperately wondering where their son had gone. His mother, however, was cruel and had never truly loved him. When she hears him speaking in the voice of a mouse, she panics and says, "You keep him. I'm not taking him with me." The mouse responds, "That's fine. I've found my friends and thankfully I'm safe now." Grandmother takes the three mice home, feeds them, and cares for them lovingly. The mice are overjoyed, not just for the food, but for their new friendships and safe life. They are happier than ever, and the grandmother enjoys watching them play and have fun. Interestingly, the three mice never want to become human again. They spend their days enjoying life, playing, and having fun. The grandmother is content seeing them so happy, and that's how Sam and his friends outsmarted the witches and found happiness in their new lives. If you love this magical adventure, Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment your thoughts about this movie, because we've got more thrilling stories and epic adventures waiting just for you.